realize the mic isn't moving. I really... There we go. There we go. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, you just gotta love when things don't want to work. Okay. There we go. We should be good now. Layback stream. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since we last did one. It's also been a few weeks since you guys just got to see me. So, yeah. I don't know if we're going to go on for long. I know Speed wants to stream tonight. I know Skulls is streaming right now. And he's going to join her for VR chat, and I'm going to join them. I don't think I'm going to stream that, since I did a VR stream 2 days ago. Which did very well, might I add. So, yeah. Thank you, Pika, for the member for 1 month. Thank you. I know I saw you over at Skull's channel. Yeah, that's also another thing, too. If you want, you can become a member of the channel. It's as low as $1. Everything goes back into the channel so we can keep things going and chilling. And, what are there? You guys can get videos early. You also get some access to some cool emojis. Sometimes you guys can get multiple videos early, days early before regular members or just viewers. So becoming a member, you guys could get some cool stuff, especially the multiple videos a week. Was that stream yesterday? Thought it was the other day. No, yeah, it was 2 days ago. But yes, that stream was something else, and I've been loving showing you guys off the Tangle model. I just love showing that model off. It's so amazing. Mel did such a great job at making that Tangle model. She's done a really great job, and okay. Just trying to keep everything in place. I don't want the chair to move with me. Come on. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Mel has done a really great job. She's did a really great job on the Tangle model. And I'm not gonna lie, I've just been showing that model off to anyone I get the chance to. Yeah, I hung out with Gotta Go Fast yesterday. He did a karaoke little hangout thing that he does every so often. And I showed off the model to him. Also, the folks on Charmy and Mighty got to see it, and they've loved it too. So Mel is just getting like approval from everyone because it's so good. I love it. If a male here should have more on his appeared in your chat, run. I kind of just like sitting down. My wings are acting up. Come on, wings. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just wanting to chill and talk today. Not much really to it. It's also been a while since we just talked like this. Since I got to use my model. So I thought it'd just be cool just to simmer down a little bit. I also know that there's a lot I know people have been wondering how I've been doing since I've lost my job. Yeah, just all the fun stuff. So yeah, if you guys haven't known, about 2 weeks ago now, I lost my job of like 3 years. So, excuse me. That was fun. Doing a lot of art lately. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, not what I was trying to do, but okay, cool. I don't know where to move. Yeah. Really hard to, gotta really find a way to format the chat in this. Actually, let me move myself here. Move you guys. See if I can make you smaller, but yet still readable. Right here. Yeah. I still say that woman is stupid for what she did that got you fired. Oh yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I'm just chatting and chilling. I don't know if I'm actually gonna play anything or maybe I'll just watch something, but I'll join the live streaming chat if you just want to pop in. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. Pretty sure she's related to my ex, actually, which is funny enough. But no, yeah. For those of you wondering, yeah, I lost my job like 2 weeks ago, and it was a job that I worked. July would have been 3 years, but not only that, this was a job that I spent a lot of time going. Like I switched work like 50 to let me think, like 90 hours. Like I worked a shit ton for at this job. I worked a lot. And actually looking back at it, I really see like how much I don't know. But yeah, no, there will be weeks like I would be just it was just work, doubles, triples, just a lot of I don't know, just a ridiculous amount of hours at this job. And there you go.
That scared the hell out of me. I was setting something up.
Man, I forgot that puberty hit you.
Shut up.
Actually,
Anyways, how you been?
I think I might be echoing a little bit on your end.
Sorry, I finally fixed my mic and it's a bit sensitive. Yeah, give me a second. That should do it.
All right.
It should be good. If not,
Well,
then I'm gonna to do something.
you're gonna do something. Well, right now, I'm trying to copy that. Right now, I'm just trying to... just explain, I guess, how I lost my job and everything.
You doing okay?
I'm doing alright. Just kind of a lot just going on.
Yeah, I feel that. Feel that a little bit too well. I've been doing way too much art lately, trying to express some emotions, and well, you can see some in the art chat that I've been posting,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
it's sort of helping.
Just like your little model that is just Sonic faces.
Yeah.
There you go. Just kind of fit some things.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Background jump scare. I'm doing that on purpose. I'm trying to find a nice spot for your guys' chats.
It's a bit trippy to be back here again. Like I actually genuinely thought I was gonna be doing my own thing for a while. But I have appeared once again.
Yeah, I gotta remove these because I will remove that too. It's not like I have that much here.
So by the way, why couldn't I join the live stream yesterday?
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up right now, but mainly it's just because Blaze and then her boyfriend joined, and then Trigger joined.
I mean, well,
I just didn't want trouble.
I wasn't really gonna start anything. I was honestly planning on just chilling with Mud because I've not seen him in a while, and I really needed to talk to him.
Mud has been.
I know.
On and off.
I know. I last time I saw him is when I got fired.
Okay, there we go. We'll give you guys your space over here.
I just realized I hadn't still have him on Discord. I forgot about that, honestly. It's good to see you again, though.
Oh, likewise. Right now, I'm just trying to... No, wait. Set something up for the chat so we can get a good view on them, but also not take too much of the screen.
Something interesting happened though. So I may or may not be getting cash soon unless I'm getting paid for something.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I met this pretty cool voice actor who was incredible and it's just they're great. They're a great YouTuber, Twitch streamer, voice actor. They're good at everything, and they're thinking about hiring me for a project that they're doing, and I might be getting paid for that because apparently, quote unquote, my Sonic voice is just that good. I don't know how it's not that. It's honestly not that good.
I don't know. Sometimes it matches a vision. I don't really think much of my Tangle voice or my Tails voice, but people like it.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
There you go, chat. There's your own little spot. I think that might work better. There you go.
I'm just personally excited to start branching off into new aspects of YouTube, trying to, find that new thing,
Yeah, I think, like I said, Skull's streaming. Yeah, she's showing off her new VTuber model, which is actually really cool.
That's the wrong person. Whoops.
Anywho, but no, for those of you who don't know, how I got fired was, or why I got fired was because I made, okay, I'm echoing through you again. I made a,
my bad, sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna burp. Okay, so It's funny because I wasn't even at the store I worked at. That's the funny part was that so the job I worked at, it's like I said, I worked a shit ton. Like I was the yes ma'am. If you were like an hour away and you needed someone to cover you for a shift, I was the one that said yes. I was the one who would cover all the shifts. I was the one who would drive my ass and do doubles and sometimes triple to help other
Yeah,
stores from other districts. That was the worker I was. I was a hard worker. I worked a lot of hours. And
yeah,
um yeah, and so what happened so like to do a lot of the things I did on the channel, like actually, let's just take a little trip on memory lane because in hindsight, I have no idea how I pulled this off with the Sonic Summer Marathon we did last year, which I do plan on doing again this year. Just haven't still debating on which set of games I'm doing still. Uh
I might join along for that if you let me.
this was a miracle that I was able to pull this off. A fucking miracle. Because there were so what?
So it's like for the Sonic Marathon thing, is it gonna be during the summer again?
Yes, the only difference is that we're going to be doing 7 games instead of 10, and we're starting in June instead of July.
I actually might be able to fully attend it this time because I have literally no plans whatsoever at all. Period.
So this stream right here, which is funny because you were in this stream, the first Sonic Summer Marathon marathon we did, which was, I mean, I'm just showing my YouTube page, but sure.
Tangle.
There we go. We'll see how well YouTube can handle it, or OBS can handle it.
I think it should be fine.
But this stream right here.
Oh, remember that. I remember that.
This stream, holy shit, I'm not gonna lie. So for those of you guys put input about how draining my job was. So this stream right here, I did an actual, I'm echoing again. I did my third shift, because I was third shift at my job. So I did my third shift. And knowing that I had a second shift I was supposed to go to an hour away from where I lived, just maybe 6 hours after going home, I immediately got home, forced myself to my PC, and did this stream. Actually, because we mentioned in the stream, neither of us had actually gotten sleep. And I meant that. And I'm not going to lie, I am actually happy you ended up leaving. Because it gave me an excuse. Because you ended up leaving, I think halfway through the stream. And I was dreading how far the stream was going to go. Because there was a chance I would have gotten no sleep at all. But because you left early, it gave me an excuse to end the stream earlier than I was planning to stream. Which is why the stream is kind of like it.
During that, I had like the reason I left is because I had to go make food for my siblings or something. I don't really remember.
But because you left, I ended the stream much earlier than what I was planning on going on. And then I immediately went to sleep for maybe 3 hours, got up, and then drove an hour away to do another shift. That was my job. That was my job. I did not have any sleep. I immediately went home, jumped into the stream, and started doing this immediately. Here's another
it's not good to do that because I have actually learned that the hard way. It is not good to do that because
but I did. That's the thing.
It can horribly exhaust you. It can lead to major problems in your body.
I will get to that. And let's see. This stream right here, the final stream here, same thing. I got home, maybe had an hour of sleep, jumped in to do this stream because I really wanted to beat Sonic Adventures 2, and then immediately, at 2 hours later, I did another shift and a third shift. You want to
I
know why that these Sonic Color streams were so relatively short, despite the fact that I could have easily beaten this game in one day? Because I had a shift I had to do in a couple hours, and it was the only time I had to stream these games, and I didn't want you guys to wait for other streams or other days just for one long stream, so I separated in small ones. I thought
I
I was
mean, yeah, that's fair.
I
But
thought
like,
I was actually going to have to do that for Generations, especially since the game kept fucking breaking on us.
Jesus Christ, you play way too many Sonic games.
It's a Sonic marathon. That was the point.
I know. I'm just saying, like you play way too many.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm a Sonic tuber, so that's just kind of how it goes.
Also, actually, not so am I, but I've not posted in like over like 3 months now, and I need to do something.
Sonic Generations. I thought we were gonna have to do the same thing for Sonic Colors. Technically, I finished this in one day. The stream just crashed because Sonic Generations just did not want to fucking work.
The womp.
Sonic. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that port, but that port did not want to stream right. The remaster did well, but this did not.
I've been meaning to play Sonic Adventure 2 because I've actually never played it before.
But for this one, I thought we were gonna have to do that, but I was able to finish it in one day. Oh fuck, Lost World.
I heard that's the crappiest one.
I don't know if I say it's worse than 06, but it's definitely one of the worst games I ever played. Not just one of the
Oh
worst.
06 not that. Oh 06 is not that bad. It's just really glitchy and it has a shit storyline. But the not even mechanic. Actually, not. I'm actually gonna shut the fuck up because there's no redeeming qualities. I'm sorry.
Lost World, don't know. Lost World, I had days off. I think for one of them, and then the other one, I just didn't work the night. Yeah, both of them I didn't work the night, but I did a second shift, which is why I was able to do these streams and make them very long.
By the way, I actually have a question about like something I asked you in DM. So could I also do that voice as well for this channel? Because like, if you're actually serious about hiring me, I also want to do that because I've been needing to practice that because I'm actually hired in another group and I really need to get this voice like down.
Text me the voice. I'll see what I can do. Forces stream. We had a pause here because Whisper then went on her trip. Story went on her trip. So, and because it was a modded experience, I didn't want her to miss out on it. So, yeah, this is also.
Forces.
And that was also when that's when I got in a crash and then I had to stuck on my brother's place for like 2 weeks. That was fun. Oh, now I will admit, this was how fucking dedicated I was to my work. If you guys recall, for this one, I had COVID. I fucking streamed this marathon on my birthday when I had fucking COVID. I will also admit I only streamed that day because I was actually very depressed because it was like a lonely birthday because I had COVID. So I forced myself up for a few hours to do a stream. And I still worked.
Well, this year is gonna be different because I actually have some plans. Because for my birthday's in 2 months, so I'm gonna do something big. I'm doing something big for that. But for your birthday, I actually have something in mind this year.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to do for my birthday this year. But no, yeah, because but that was the thing. I still went to fucking work when I had COVID. I just was really.
Isn't that a really bad health hazard?
I was messed up. Also, I was in third shift. It's the only reason why I did it, is because I hardly saw people. But I was messed up. I wore gloves. I was completely. You would have thought that I was like in a hazmat suit or something.
I mean, it'd probably be a good idea to put you in if you had COVID.
Yeah, but I only worked my shift because I was third shift, so it was mostly cleaning anyways and stocking. I hardly saw people because that's what third shift is. And most of the time they got gas anyways. I know it wasn't a good thing, but I just did it.
I mean, yeah. As long as you didn't really get anybody sick, it's not that bad, but it's still a really bad idea for your body because it's possible it could kill you.
I'm getting to it. You're speeding up. You got to slow down. The fact that you had to go to
shut up.
The fact that you had to go to work while sick is still crazy. I went to work a lot when I was sick. Here's the thing. I've worked there for nearly 3 years, and I maybe called in maybe 5 times, and only once during the first year.
Didn't you call off work like just to play like a game with me once?
I still worked that day. And that was the thing. Even
Okay.
when I would ask for days off, I still would sometimes still work. In fact, here we go. Let me find those streams. These 2 streams, the Sonic X, the Shadow X Shadow the Sonic X Shadow Generations, I had specifically
Yay.
asked for those 2 days off so I could stream those games. Guess who didn't get those days off? Because here's what happened. An hour away at a different location, I was asked to come in. I went in. I got home around 11 o'clock. And because I was curious if the game would just release at midnight, I sat up, sit down in my chair for like an hour. Then the game went live, and I was just like, fuck it. It's 12 in the morning. I have to get up around 2 o'clock, around 10, like 11, 12 o'clock to drive another hour to do a second shift. Fuck it. I'm going to stream the game anyways. So I did midnight till around 4 o'clock, went to sleep for a few hours, did that second shift, and then did it a fucking again for Shadow Generations.
You're a bit of a workaholic.
I was. That's the job that would fire me. I wanted Halloween off. I didn't get Halloween off.
Ironically enough, Halloween is like the one holiday I hate, and that's because I just don't like it.
And
Like me.
and here's another thing too. So this week, so these streams, these were the streams where I was supposed. This is when I went to Florida. And here was the thing. I did the drunk stream because
I've been gone for way too long.
I was supposed to have like near like over a week off. That's why I did the drunk stream, which I really need to do another one.
Wait, hold on. Before we do anything else, I actually have a really big question because I have not seen him in over like 2 months now, and I swear to God, he absolutely randomly vanished. Do you know what happened to Cosmic?
Nope. He hasn't spoken to me.
Oh my God. No, he had deleted his account.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm a bit worried because like I still see his Steam, but like I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know.
So I might as well ask.
And yeah, the Halloween stream was fun. I just wanted the day off. I still got this Halloween candy though, so that was nice. So this week I was supposed to have I was supposed to have like what? 12 days, 13 days off cuz I was going to go I went to Florida and then I was just supposed to have a week like a few days off. And I timed it perfectly so I could still go to Florida but also stream the Game Awards cuz I wanted to stream that. So, here was the thing. I leave, I come back. And the day I come back to my home state from Florida, I get called in, or I was asked if I could come in. And I only said yes because I ended up spending more money than I thought I was in Florida.
I mean, worth it. Like if you have to be called in like right after you spend like a little bit too much money than you thought you would, it's honestly it might be a good thing.
But think about it. I woke up in Florida, and then like 6 hours later, I would be at work in a state across the whole country. It was a fun joke to tell people that day, though. But yeah. So for 3 days into the week that 3 days that during that whole like 12 days I was supposed to have off, I still ended up working at a different location an hour away. During the week I was supposed to have PTO.
You gotta elaborate there because you know you forget I'm slow.
Part-time paid time off during a week that I was supposed to have paid. I was being paid to have time off. I still ended up working.
Damn.
Thankfully, though, I was able to make sure the day of the Game Awards I had off, so I was still able to stream that. Which I will admit turned out to be a lot better than I thought I was. This was the stream I was least excited for, the Game Awards I was least excited for, in terms of like the awards, because a lot of the nominations just weren't that great. But the actual show itself and the announcements were really good. So
I'm not really one for the Game Awards mainly because like I've never been to the trend. I don't even know. Barely even know what it even is.
okay. And I will say, despite the fact that this did very well, this stream did very well for my channel. Should not have streamed that. I should not have
I'm not gonna
streamed that.
lie. I watched Sonic 3 the day it came out, and
Same.
my God,
I did too.
I've not seen a movie better than that. Honestly, me and my friends are personally excited for Sonic 4 mainly because if Silver and Blaze is in there, we are confident we know who's gonna voice him.
To be honest, I don't think they're gonna be in the movie. I think it's just gonna be Amy. But anyways, this
You never know.
stream, I was not supposed. I should not have streamed this. I won't lie. Because I got up in the morning, we watched the movie. Because that's the thing. I did a shift, got home at my brother's place because my brother took me to see it as a Christmas gift. Got up early, went to the movie theater to see it, and then I was planning to go back to my brother's place to sleep until the shift came. But because I was so over the moon from this movie, I was just like, I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this movie.
Brother.
But here's the thing, though, was because my brother lives an hour away from me. And we get home, I get to my brother's place, and I was just like, it was like, it'll be a waste of gas and sleep I should take. But I just want to drive an hour to my place just so I can go live and talk about this movie. And he was like, okay, well, just do it. Just like, if you want to talk about it, like, just do it. So I did. And I had fun, but I was very exhausted during my shift because I had no sleep because I just spent 5 hours talking about Sonic 3. Yeah, a lot of these streams I did during the worst possible time. Because I would work, like, some weeks I worked 90 hours. When I said I was dedicated to this job, I was fucking dedicated. And to do the Sonic Marathon, to do all these streams, yeah, and here's the thing, I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back. If anything, I'm, like, shitting on myself for putting so much time into this job, and then they would fire me. And for those of you who are wondering why I got fired was because, again, this happened at a location that I don't even work for anymore. Because I worked at a different location when I first got hired, and we got a new manager, and took her way too long to get fired because she was, like, very incompetent, as in coming into work late and sometimes going to work drunk. And she went to me during one of my third shifts on the 4th of July, and I even made a post about it, actually, saying that I thought I lost my job of a little over a year. And I said that because she went to my shift at like 1 in the morning, completely drunk, started recording me and my stuff, and started yelling at me because she hated that I was covering shifts at other location because her people should only be at her store. And she went back and forth between me being a lazy worker that did nothing to a worker that was working too many hours because why does a 23-year-old need to work so many hours when she doesn't have kids?
It's called money.
Yeah, well, I looked at her and I said, okay, well, if I'm a shitty worker, then you can take it from here. Grabbed all my stuff and then I started walking out. And she kept yelling at me, saying that if I left, then I would be fired. So then I called what would become my official the last manager I would have before getting fired. I called her, told her what was happening, and she was just like, clock out, go home. And she could hear the lady screaming over the phone. And then when she saw that I was calling this other manager. She was just like, "Are you calling her? Who are you talking to?" And I was just like, "You can talk to her if you want, but I could put her on speaker." And yeah, I thought I was gonna get fired that night, but I didn't because the lady I called got me transferred to her store for third shift, and I would work for her for the remainder of my time there. And honestly, she was probably one of the main reasons I stayed at the store for so long because I really liked her. I'm really close with them. I'm
You know, I
best
just realized
friends with her daughter.
I've never asked, where did you even work at?
I worked at a gas station. I've said it before.
Not to me.
I was an associate. And yeah, I worked shit ton. I hate how much I worked. I really did.
I've told you this before. You work too much.
Funny, I did. And it was just because I hardly ever said no. And so that same location, so that was that location that I would leave. They got a new manager eventually. She, from what I've heard, was even worse than the last one and actually tried to accuse me of stealing, but never
Or
pressed it because there was no evidence because I never sold anything. I just took food from the back area where they stored food at her store and I paid for it. And then
so then how would steal? Wait, then how would she even like? Why would she even think that you stole
it's
it then?
because she was friends with the first manager that yelled at
No,
me
no,
drunk.
no, no, no. The thing is, like, no, like, what cause would she even
I
possibly have?
Because she was friends with the other manager that would get fired that yelled at me when she was drunk. That's why.
That makes little to no sense, but no,
It
I'm just gonna
means
roll with it.
emotional.
I know. I'm saying, like, you know what? I don't even know how to explain it. It just, for some reason, to me, it just doesn't make sense in a way, but it does. It's confusing.
And then they would hire another worker, and he, I guess, was all right with the manager that was there. And then she would get fired, and then my best friend would start working there. And he didn't like her, I guess. He was very rude to customers. He was very rude to her. He just wasn't doing his job right. But the biggest thing was that he was sexually harassing one of the workers and customers. And I did not get told this by her. I got told this by literally people outside of the store because that's how big it was. So then he
Good.
would get fired and he made a post on Facebook saying how the manager ganged up on him and the company let her to fire him because I don't know, because he was trying to get some pity points and people were saying, "Oh, that company, you're so much better than them. You didn't deserve that." So then I responded being like, "Dude, you didn't get fired because they ganged up on you. You got ganged up on because you were sexually harassing women." And then one lady got mad because I said that, among other things I called him out for. She got mad that I exposed the truth. She even said, "I don't give a damn about the truth," and wanted punishment. And so she kept calling the store. She actually called because I was covering that store. And she called when I was there and I picked it up and she had no idea it was me.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, okay? Like, I want to level with you, all right? If I was in your shoes, honest to God, what I would have said, because I've done something similar before. Deadass, you should have just said, "Womp womp, deal with it."
Well, I was having more fun with the fact that she didn't know it was me. She had no idea I was the one who made the post. She just was complaining to me
Yeah.
about me making the post. So I kept making, so I went along with the joke and then laughed my ass off when the call ended. And, the higher ups got a hold of it and, it took them like about a month for them to decide. But after that, I was told like right at the end of my shift that I had gotten fired.
So you got fired for the phone call thing?
No, I got fired because I called the guy out. Actually, I mean, I'm already fired and they don't want me back, so I'll just read what I wrote.
The day I used Facebook is the day I stopped voice acting.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I already got fired, so I would just delete the, I would just say what I actually said. Because it actually, yeah, because I got fired at the end of February, and I made the post on February 8th, and I said, um, you didn't get fired because you were a victim of targeting. You were targeted because everyone at the store couldn't stand you because you were rude and obnoxious. You were rude to customers. You were accused of being extremely inappropriate to multiple of women. You were fired because you had over $800 in your drawer. You were extremely rude to the manager. So they told the DM because they didn't want to work with you anymore. And the fact you delete any comments of someone calling you out in your post only proves how entitled and childish you are. Yeah, that's what got me fired.
Stupid. That's so stupid.
Yeah. For those of you wondering, that is exactly what I said. That is nearly 3 years. That comment is what got me fired from a job I worked nearly 3 years at a job I would cover shifts at so many times. That was it. That was it. That was all I said.
By the way, I will tell you about this later because it's not something I want to discuss on stream, or else I will probably people will probably come after me for it. But like for your job thing, I have experienced something similar recently, and I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah. But yeah, that was what got me fired. And it took them nearly the month to actually get me fired because it would be a few weeks later, like on February 27th, 28th was when I would get fired. And here's the thing, at this point, especially the beginning of this year, after putting up with the store, working that many hours, and doing my channel, I was numbed. I hated going to work. I hated getting up in the morning. I was so burned out. I was just so dead that so many streams that I'm like all perky and energetic and like really happy, I'm just dead tired forcing myself along.
Check DMs.
Like, oh, here's to put perspective on how fucking bad I was working myself. Okay, let's go. So here it is. This lovely video right here, which you guys are amazing for the success it's been. And you guys should totally check this video out if you haven't already. And if you have already, you should totally watch it again. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment, because this was so hard. I'm so shocked that I got this video out when I did. So, for those of you who don't know, which I'll be, again, very surprised because I've streamed on with them and it's been, I think, like a month, 2 months now. So here we go, Sonic Speed Network. I voiced Tangle on this channel. So here was the thing. So me and him were both on the same thing during the week, which was this video. Because he wanted to post this Sonic Amy VR wedding video and have it on Valentine's Day. I wanted to post my own video with The Day Between Whisper and Infinite on Valentine's Day. Meaning, and because of life and a lot of issues we had, these two big videos were going to be filmed on the same week. On a week that I had fucking doubles. So, here's how that week went. So that Monday, we filmed half of the video here. We filmed like one scene. We recorded one scene here. And the thing is that everyone tends, like, I'm a third shifter, so by the time everyone gets home, I'm getting ready to go to work. And so when it came to the actual wedding scene, yeah, all this wedding scene, which I will admit, I felt so left out, not because of them, but because of me working all the damn time. Let's see if I can find it. Also, you guys should totally watch this video because Speed worked so hard on it, and the fact that he was able to get it out on Valentine's Day was also a fucking miracle, especially with the amount of people he needed and last-minute body actors. It's a very well put together video. So yeah, you see me and Story right here. I'm on my phone at work when this is being filmed. Because I wanted to be a part, because I told Speed I would still be a part of it. So I'm like literally recording the, I'm like on my phone moving with the shitty controls just to be a part of this.
Man.
So here's the, because if you watch the video, like if you see the video, there's a part where she continues walking and I stop because I literally couldn't see where they were going. And I was just like, where do I move? Where do I move? And then Silver's just like, oh, just go this way. And I'm like, okay. Because I literally couldn't move.
I'm not gonna lie. The first thing that came to mind when you're saying this is this because I'm playing a lot of Undertale lately because reasons that I'm not gonna stay on stream because
You
that is
just keep
later
going.
on my channel. The first thing that came to mind when you said that you are at work and you're being summoned for a video, you are filled with determination.
I was. Yeah, the summer of 9, the Tails Fox raid mode ran. Oh, I raged so many times that summer. But yeah, for that, so yeah, I'm not even on PC. I'm literally on Android filming this. Like I'm like just because I wanted to be a part of it, and I told Speed I would be.
She
So,
was filled with determination.
but here was the thing though. So Monday we recorded half of the girl scene, and then Tuesday, because I didn't. Then Tuesday, I film my video, my VR chat video. On Tuesday, I filmed this VR with Story and Whispering. And it was a 4-hour session. 2 hours of it was trying to find outfits, location, getting like the bullet points of what was supposed to happen. And 4 hours we've spent on this entire section. We just recorded the entire thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish I'd gotten back here sooner because I actually have some really good spots for stuff like this.
And really, also, I really do like this video, which you guys should totally check out. One of my favorite things I ever added on the channel. But here was the thing, though. By the time we got done, it's like 2, 3 in the morning. They go off doing their own thing. I think Whispering went to bed. Story had some other recording she had to do. I lay down for like an hour. I'm not even sleeping. I'm just getting my eyes a rest from the VR screen. I immediately get up and I immediately start editing the video. Like after an hour after we're done filming this. Then I go lay down. I go to sleep. I get up. I do a first shift an hour away. I get home around like 1 or 2. And I forced my... Oh, wait. Did I work that day? Yeah, actually... Yeah. I get back. I forced myself to do... I don't know if I actually worked that day.
I will be right back.
Either way, I woke up around like... By around 12, 1 o'clock, I forced myself to edit this video until like 6 p.m. From 1 to 6 p.m., I finished recording I finished editing the video. I go to sleep for like 4 more hours, get up. So we're still on Tuesday. Do another shift. Do a first shift. So I do a third and a first shift. Now we're on Wednesday. And so I do a third shift and then into a first shift. Then would have to go back home and fix up some of the editing on this video. Because apparently, despite the fact I use music on my editing software, the 2 musics were copyrighted. So I had to go back, fix up those parts, re-upload the Premiere, and have that all ready for, I think because Valentine's Day, I think it was a Friday. I believe it was. Yes, it was a Friday. And then go to work. And then that's when we would film this part. So then Speed would actually spend all of Thursday and I think even a bit of Friday to get this video out. And then, guess what? I had another. Even when I'm filming bits of the wedding video on my phone during a third shift, I end up doing another first shift. I get home and I am so exhausted from doing this and doing these doubles and filming and editing this, I fall asleep for the premiere. Like I said, one comment being, oh boy, here we go, or something. And then I'm like asleep for the rest of the premiere. I worked so hard on getting this video out on Valentine's Day, I fall asleep for the actual premiere. So, and here's the thing. That was my week for that whole February. Because I desperately wanted this video out on Valentine's Day. I fucking did it, though. I fucking did it. I fucking got this video out. But just so you know, that was how that week went to get this video out. And I was so fucking exhausted. And funny enough, that was when I realized how drained I actually was from work. So, you didn't encounter any alligators or crocodiles, did you? In Florida? No. But I did get to pet some sharks at SeaWorld. But yeah, that entire week was a very chaotic week, and I think I was just so drained. Because that was very common. That was very...
I have returned from the void.
But that was very common. That week that I just described, mine is because I only just started... Is it over in a month? Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
What you talking about?
Just what I was originally talking about. Hold on. Oh my god, I really... How long has it been since I've joined the channel? Officially. I think I've been a month. 2 months, I think? Is mine is Speed's Necros part because it's only been... Oh yeah, it's been a little over a month. Yeah, a little over a month. Not 2 months yet. But a little over a month. Fuck, it's only been a little over a month and I feel like I've done so much already on his channel. Damn. I'm so surprised he didn't pass out doing all of that. I'm surprised I didn't die from fucking exhaustion from doing all of that. And that was common. What week I described, that was common. That was pretty much how a lot of my week would go. Especially during the Sonic Marathon. I lost so much fucking sleep to get that video, to get those streams out as rapid as I did. And, yeah, I was drained, especially by the beginning of this year. I was so burnt out. It was so hard to get up. It was so hard to do stuff. It was so hard to just... It went to the point where I was laying down more than anything else. Like, the only time that I would get up was maybe to stream. That's how bad it got. That's how so bad it got. That I was... Like, if it wasn't for the channel, I would have never left bed. Because that's how bad it got.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was up to the point where there would be days, because this is how much I would work for them. There would be days where the DM is district manager, for those who don't know. The district manager at a different location that was like an hour away from mine would book me hotels for a multiple of days so I could just sleep. So there would be days I would not even be at my house. So yeah, that's how much this job drained me, which was why, as what I said to my post, when I got fired, I'm not even upset or angry. I'm just numb, which is true. I was numb the day I got fired, or the morning I got fired because of third shift. My old manager told me that she was told by the DM that she was getting an email that was going to ruin her day, and she was scared. And he told her to specifically not read the email until 6 a.m. I'm like, 6 a.m. is when I leave. I think I just lost my job. I already knew. I know this company so well. I fucking knew when they were gonna fire me. 6 a.m. comes around.
That's a bit concerning.
6 a.m. comes around, and lo and behold, she's like shaking. She's on the verge of tears. She's generally upset. I looked, and there's the termination paper, which is me. I crack up laughing. I'm like, I guess that's it. That was my reaction. I was just like, okay, guess that's it. Okay.
Wow.
It was more upset about me losing my job than I was.
By the way, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm actually under green tornado watch, so my power might go off. Just letting you know, so I might randomly leave.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
trying to go out right now.
Yeah. So I drove home. I laid down and I was just like, okay, this kind of sucks. I lost my job like literally when I only worked 15 hours. I only have $77 in my name, so this is gonna be fun. And I just laid down there, and for 2 days, I'm just sleeping. Like, my body had just decided to catch up on 3 years of exhaustion. Because you guys gotta remember, too, I went to college before
I would have expected something from like a week from you, but that's good, I guess. Didn't sleep the entire time.
But that was the thing. A few years ago, I went to college, so I was doing a full-time job at a college that was 2 hours away from my job. Because I would move in with my brother for like a year in an apartment. So I would work during the weekends, except on holidays and vacations and stuff where I would work longer. And then then do my shift and then go to school during the week. And when I did the musical, because I was in a musical a few years ago at my college, it became more exhausting because I would go from school to rehearsal to work, right back to school with very little sleep. I exhausted myself. I really did let this job take so much out of me. And then I dropped out of college and then I went full time, and that's when it really sunk in. So, yeah, that's how much I really let this job suck out of me. But it was this job that allowed me to get the place I currently stay at all on my own, and it paid for the bills and stuff. But for 2 days,
I mean, that's something.
But for 2 days, I was just sleeping a lot because my body was just so exhausted. And it was just sleep, apply for jobs, and just sleep some more. I did a few appearances on Speed's channel during his live streams, but a lot of it was just sleep. Then after 2 days, I'm like, okay, well, we have to do something because I got bills that are literally due in a couple weeks. What can I do that can give me some fast cash? And my old boss told me about DoorDash, and I've actually had a DoorDash account that I made a few years ago that I never really did anything with. But I pulled the app out, downloaded the driver app, got my account back, and made over I made actually $200 in 2 days. from door dashing.
I mean, that's good.
And I was like, holy shit. Why am I looking for other jobs? I live in an area that is perfect for this. So yeah, ever since then, I've just been door dashing. Which is why I've been able to be on speed stuff more, because I can actually choose when I want to go out and deliver. And I just want to say, I wish I've done this sooner, because goddamn,
Lol.
have my life been so much easier since door dashing. It is unfortunate though, because like I said, this job's needed me more than I needed them. And I can say that because like a week after I got fired, my old boss called me to vent, and she just told me that it's been hard without having me, because she can't have people to cover shifts because I was the one who did it. Other locations don't have me to cover them anymore, so it's like everyone's just kind of shit out of luck. She actually did tell me that she did try to talk to them, but they just weren't budging. And I was just like, to be honest, I don't think I would have taken it back even if they were. Maybe if it was like a day or two after I got fired, maybe I would have. But at that point, I was like, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, now I'm just door dashing now to pay bills. And it's been going it's going better. I can sleep on my own time. I can work on my own time. It's so much easier for me to schedule around other people, because I just gotta pick a time early enough or late enough where I can still work and then still be a part of them. And I can sleep. So, yeah. I actually have been much better because I can just choose whenever I want to do anything. It feels so fucking nice. Like
I
doing,
mean, that's usually my life because I don't do anything.
like, to do this long ass VR stream, knowing that I can just sleep right afterwards without having to get up with no consequence. Oh, that felt so good. That felt so good. That felt so good. So yeah. Uh I'm doing alright. I'm doing a lot better. I still not everything is perfect, because I take meds for because I do suffer from like clinical depression. You gotta love it. And my benefits paid for it. So now I gotta figure out how much that shit's gonna cost, because I can't go cold turkey, because the longest I can last without them before I lose my fucking mind is like a week. I just love how you can actually tell the difference between the models from these two screenshots. So much
Wait, we're
better.
talking about
More to
no,
myself. But
as in no distance.
no. But yeah, I'm door dashing now. It's actually a lot better. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot rested. And
Good.
things aren't perfect, because I still got like shit I gotta catch up on. But for the most part, they've been well. Actually, the problem now is that I like door dashing too much that I have to stop myself and be like, hey, take a moment off. You don't have to always do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've rewarded myself with 2 days off. Tomorrow and the day after, I'm not going to go out, even though part of me is going to be so tempted to.
And maybe we can hang out tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Monday.
I mean, like, I got off tomorrow, so.
I gotta see if I have anything tomorrow.
What's up?
I have to see if I have anything planned tomorrow. Because I gotta start on GTA 6.
Okay.
I mean, GTA 5 for GTA 6. I want to do that with Trigger. But I think he works tomorrow. I gotta see. So yeah. It's been a hell of a time. Not everyone likes change, but sometimes change is needed in order for one to grow. Tangle the lemur. I will explain what that means later. Not and during
I'm
the
just not
stream.
paying attention right now. Sorry.
I'm talking to the chat.
Kate.
But yeah, that's an insight of my job. Not particularly good. So, I'm glad I got fired, actually. In hindsight, I am glad I got fired. Because I can just.
Another one of my master Uguay sayings: some good things come out of bad things, no matter what.
I'm just. In hindsight, that actually did help a lot. To just make that.
Definitely.
To have that decision made for me. So. Yeah, like I said, it's their loss more than mine. I can to work whatever I want now. Mm. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm just like looking over my channel and just seeing all of this stuff. In hindsight, I am very surprised of how much I pulled off. Yeah, there's a lot that went on behind the scenes that you guys just did not know. It was so just very exhausting, especially this video. So much shit to get this video out. Yeah, but Story and Whispering did such a good job. They did such a good job at that video.
You know, I have something I want to play with you. I don't know when you're down for it, but sometime. Maybe we can play Buckshot Roulette together. I've been meaning to play that with you.
I did one video at it as Tangle.
Yeah, I see it right now. This would give me the idea. That's what reminded me because I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Again, I have to. I'll see what I can. I was actually. This video is the only time I ever played the game.
It's a lot of fun with the multiplayer update.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it.
But no, it's actually fun because it's basically like when we did that Uno stream. Yeah, it's gonna be hell.
Ugh. I'm just thinking at this. Yeah. I am actually still shocked I was able to get this video out.
Speaking of that, I'm actually really upset because I was forced to take down one of my videos that had over 1,000 views on it.
How come you took it down?
Because apparently somebody quote unquote, so one of my voice actors quit, and apparently quote unquote their name was said in it when I checked through the whole thing and it never was.
I would have not taken it down then.
I know because it just the whole thing to the point where I was forced to. Sort of like a blackmail situation.
Yeah, I still would have done it.
No. Don't worry, I reposted it to my other channel. So people are still free to watch it. I also put an announcement saying you are still free to watch it. It's just going to be moved to another channel. It's actually when me and my friends played Left 4 Dead.
Oh, I saw it.
It's like, oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
No word.
so I still can't believe. Yeah, I'm still shocked that I got this video. Also, fun fact about this video. I am so. Here's the thing. I wanted to do a behind the scene stream like I did for Beyond These Frontiers for this video. I did it because I got so fucking exhausted. I couldn't bring myself to do it. But I guess we can do like a mini one right now.
Wait, did you get that from me, or did I get that from you? Like you just like when you're talking about things, you just randomly say like fun fact. Did I get that from you, or did you get that from me?
I don't. I just started saying it. I don't know. I just say it.
Mm. Yeah, because no, it's like I say that too. It's trippy.
No, but so this fun fact about this moment. That's not whispering. This is actually me. I filmed this after
It's all from the camera
we
quality.
were actually done filming everything. I just really, because when we started filming this, I told Whispering to go into different outfits for Infinite before we actually started the video. But he didn't do it, because I'm assuming he misheard me, and just started the scene. So I just continued the scene, and when they were off and done, I recorded this as myself. So, this is just me trying to try out all the different outfits I had.
Oh, that's right. Actually, this entire time I'm being asked, I just keep on forgetting. What do you think of the new profile picture on Discord?
I like it.
Mainly because I've learned I'm actually a really good Mario VA. So that should
Yeah.
be interesting.
Also, the camera work here was actually not done by me. It was actually done by Story. This whole scene at this point, for this entire scene between Infinite and Tails is actually done by her. She's the one who's switching the cameras. You just can't see her because she's an avatar that goes invisible. And so she pin, because on VR chat, you can have different cameras at different locations and then ping them so they don't move and then switch over and over, switch to one another of them. And that's what she's doing for this scene. So yeah.
You know, I've always used that avatar to stalk people. Take that as it will.
Yeah, so this is her camera work, and I'm using my audio. Because I was recording in first person while she did that. I just didn't end up using any of the footage for it. So yeah.
Sag.
I'm just clinging on to that little, that chili dog right there as they're talking.
From that camera angle like 2 seconds ago, that looked just right there. That looks a bit weird, dude.
That's what Story did. She's filming this part.
No, I don't. Look how Tails is folding.
No, that's me, because my arms, because I was sitting, because I was sitting down when I recorded this, so my arms were bent.
The way that looks.
I don't know. It's not that funny, really. It's just how I was sitting.
I think you don't see it.
I do see it. I just don't think it's funny.
Oh my god, we have very different sense of humor then.
What I actually think is funny is the fact that I try to set down the chili dog, but the chili dog drops because I missed the table, and I just continue talking, and it just rolls away. There we go. It's just rolling on the ground because I didn't bother to pick it up. Because the way I was filming, I was sitting down, and I didn't want to actually reach down to pick it up, so it was just like, okay, chili dog's rolling. We're just going to continue the scene. And
you know what? Fuck it. I'll be playing Mario Kart during the stream. I'm done. Just give me a second.
And there is just Whispering Jack just acting nervous. Actually, someone here actually did mention that, saying, if I didn't know, I would say the VAs of Whisper and Infinite were actually dating in IRL. Lol, they're so good. The VA Infinite really knows how to sound in love and confused. He nailed it in this video. Which he did! Whispering is such a good Infinite, and very well knows how to play his role. Even though the VA of Whisper has an IRL boyfriend.
Let me go as a warlord. I'm pretty sure Whisper would love that.
I also want to say, when he said that, that was a lot. That was really loud on my end, so it was just like, oh, I'm going deaf.
All right, good. So you cannot hear my controller. Good.
That's all people would think of me as.
But Whisper isn't just any person. She never was.
By the way,
I know it's.
do you have any suggestions for like games to play on my channel? Because I'm brain dead on it, and I mean, I need to
I'm
post
not
something.
the best person for that. I just kind of do whatever.
Nah.
Uh,
No.
actually, a fun thing too is that this was actually done in one take, the whole scene. Typically, there are times where we'll do multiple takes for this, but I actually liked what was said here, so we didn't redo it. We just kind of
I
jumped
mean,
into it.
Be a lot.
some things are one take Timmy's, you know.
Actually, funny enough too, when it comes to Infinite taking off the mask, the thing is that because when Whispering would join VR stream for as Infinite, he typically would take the mask on, and I would be the one trying to question him and try to get him to put it back on because I liked him wearing the mask. And
I'm just
so
gonna
when,
let you know that you just fumbled on your words.
just while I'm trying to talk,
I'm just trying to be funny. I'm sorry.
you're fine. I fumble on my words a lot. That's just how I am. Oh, I think Trigger is going online. Or this might be a new video. Oh no, I think he's live. So yeah, as I was saying, I always nudge him to try to put the mask on because I really like him wearing the mask, but he was trying to always take it off. So when it came to filming this scene, he originally was gonna start it with the mask off, but when we started filming this, I was just like, okay. He was like, wait, I got a better idea. Why don't you start it with the mask on? And I was just like, okay, I know typically it's me trying to get you to put it on because I like you wearing the mask, but this time it's actually for a good reason. It's actually it's for a story. It's not because I just want you to put it on. You're gonna take it right off. It's just like, because I always try to get him to put it back on. The one time I tell him to put it on, it's not because of that. It's because like I have a story reason for it, which was for him to take it off so he could pull away from keeping the mask on. Even though in IRL, he typically was the one trying to do that, and I was the one trying to get him to put it on. That's the funny part. In the video, it's Tails being like, take off the mask, you can take it off and try to be yourself without, the mask. And IRL, I'm like, you should put the mask back on. I like it. You should totally put it back on. That's the funny part. Yeah, it was like the one time I was just like, okay, swear, it's not one of those times. I just generally think it would be a good idea for him to take it off. Like, for him to put it on, just for him to take it off, like 4 minutes into the video. And if you also catch on to it, the voice filter he has actually drops.
There you are.
Well, that's why it's lagging. There we go.
Go as zero.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. Is that the voice thing? He actually drops the voice mod once he takes the mask off. And for those of you guys, if you recognize this location, I wanted to know if anyone would actually recognize this location. Because this location had been on a stream before. I'm gonna see if I can find it. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, during my Christmas
That
VR
looks
stream.
so beautiful.
Yeah, this was during the Christmas stream. I went to this location because I found out about it. I was absolutely in love with it, and I actually mentioned that I should take Whisper and Infinite here. So yeah, this is. I went there during the stream, and that is the location that I would end up being where the day was at because I found it here. So yeah, it was. So that's why I ended up using the actual this location for the date. Because I went to it during the Christmas stream, fell in love with it so much, I was like, this is the place I should have the date at. The date was originally supposed to be a live stream, and I did it because I wanted the stream to be mostly focused on them and to make it more emotional than comedic. Yeah, the world was beautiful. It was such a beautiful world to film in, and a beautiful world to just be in. It's so much more beautiful in VR, Chad.
Prepared well.
I also am in love with the outfit that she wears. This winter outfit she wears. It's so beautiful. Because that's typically her winter Christmas outfit that she actually wore on Speed's channel. And a good friend of hers, Admiral Kirby, is the one that designed this specific model with this outfit on. And the cool thing is that the artist who made this actual outfit commissioned, she did another piece, a Christmas outfit for Tangle. And that outfit she drew for Tangle is the one that I would use for an outfit, the Christmas outfit on my Tangle model. So yeah. I absolutely adore this. Also, the beer that that's there. I placed that there. When we were setting it up, I actually put the cup and the beer there, and I was just like, Zero looks like a beer guy. That's why it's there. Because I'm just like, I think he's a beer guy. It looks like he'll be someone who wouldn't mind a good beer. I thought that was funny. This part was actually me trying to do the ping camera shots and me filming it. So yeah, this was my turn trying to practice it. Problem is, I am still learning how to use it. So, shots weren't always perfect compared to when Story did it. But this was me doing it.
I think I need to show you that.
Yeah, well, Tails is I'm only in one scene out of this whole, it's like 34 minutes. And I'm the only one that's I'm only in one scene. Which was the beginning. Most of this, it's just these two.
And I know how I feel half the time.
What do you mean? That was the plan. It was always supposed to be, like, when I decided to make it into a video, I knew it was just going to be about these two.
I understand, like, you know, it's not even like from your stuff. I just been like half the time. I'm usually just in the background, just chilling. I don't know, it's like one
Well,
scene.
typically the main focus is Tails' guide, or at least he's the one leading the charge. This video, that's what made this date special, was because for once it was not him, it was Infinite. Such a beautiful, so beautiful. Yeah. So.
How'd you find out about this place?
Tails told me.
And then became this scene. With the flashback. For some reason, I always go back to doing like flashbacks and editings when it comes to these.
I'm joking.
Yeah, because he's trying to grab her hand. Just touch her hand. Hold her hand. Get her hand. And then you see the glitching happening. Oh, what is all of that going on? I hate how much time I spent on this part. Also, a part that I really wish I added into this flashback that I don't know why I completely forgot to add was the part where he first attacks Gadget and kills all the soldiers. I should have added that part, but I didn't. I completely forgot about it. Also, I wondered if anyone was going to catch this part of the flashback, which was the, there we go. Yeah, was that all of this is black and white. The whole flashback is black and white until the very end when he first appears. Because you guys, if you don't recognize it, that part is when when Sonic sees Infinite again in the jungle. And that's when it comes color. Also, funny enough, when it came to this part,
Zero?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
is that he had no context
Don't worry.
about any of that.
I'll be fine.
Hey? Zero?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
I was actually impressed with how it turned out because he had no context at all. I was just like, go and reach her hand, and then suddenly step back and gasp and be like taken back and shocked and overwhelmed by something. And I was just like, it will make sense in editing. I'm like, it will make sense in editing, but I just need you to be like shocked and scared for a moment. So that was what he did. He had no context at all on why. I will admit, some parts I was not a really good director. Mainly because I knew this was going to be the only time we had to film this. So I was just like kind of chopping this up as fast as we could. So he literally had no context for this moment. Like it was just talk, talk, talk. And then I was just like, yeah, I just need you to step back and gasp like as you try to reach for her hand. No context. What? He really did sell the role. I'm really good at my job. I'm really good.
Okay.
I think he got the picture though. I think he knew what I was thinking of.
Had fun or
Yeah,
have
I'm just gonna cut it
I
out.
have one more place in mind.
Okay.
I'll see it.
Let's go then.
Yeah, that was such a shitty transition. I had no other way to transition this. But I also do want to say one thing about that scene too, which was the live stream that we first did this location in. Because this, I don't know if many, actually, because the first live stream was actually the introduction, well, when Whisper and Infinite would actually first stream together, which was very lovely, was this stream. The funny thing is that this stream got more views since the release of this video, which surprised me. So many people actually ended up going to this stream for some of the context after watching this video. That's the like, okay. Also, if you hear the waterfall in the background, you can hear the waterfall in the background. That is not the world. That was me. I found a random video, one of those videos where there's just this like fall asleep to 10 hours of rainy in the background or a waterfall or something like that. I found one of those videos, recorded like a 10-minute session of waterfall falling, and made it into its own audio file and added it in for the scene since there was a waterfall there. yeah, this is actually one of my favorite worlds of VR chat. It is such a beautiful world. It's actually a pretty big world for lore wise for Speed's channel. Yeah. Oh, again, the same thing here for this scene. When it
Outside to go chase after some kind of
again, very, very little context given to these two. Very little context. I literally looked at story and I was just like, okay, I just need you to go on a rant on a random thing, but it's not going to be important because it's in editing. It'll make sense in editing because it's not really going to be the main focus. And then I was just like, oh, wait, why don't you just talk about what happened after Tails passed out drunk from that live stream? Explain what you did. It's not going to really be important because it's not going to be the main focus. And then I just told Whispering to be like, just stare at your drink very intensely. Just stare at it. Again, it'll make sense in editing. Those two things, the biggest talking point was it'll make sense after editing. Very little context. I'm a very good director, if you haven't noticed. But, again, they really caught on to what I was trying to do, so they were able to pull it off very well.
Chasing down the hall and the neighbors, that would have been terrible.
He is staring intensely at the drink, though.
You doing okay? Zero?
Zero. Are you okay, Zero? Zero? Oh. You are staring very intensely at that.
And she said that because that was how I described it. Just stare very intensely at the drink. It'll make sense in editing. You just really love this drink. And then the final climax, which was this part. So, again, when it came to this part right here was actually filmed separately. So yeah, like you see she's standing there and then it's just him. Yeah, she wasn't there. She actually I think she was either in a different part of the cave or actually left. But she this was separate from her because I didn't really like I wanted to add more to the freak out. So I told him we're just gonna add on to it. So for him to move around and start freaking out a little bit before we got to the transformation. So all of this part was actually done separately. And this is actually me again in first person. This isn't him. This is me in first person. Flash. Then it's back to him. Moving to him. And then switch back to the original scene that they did together right after here. Yep, and then we're back to the original filming. Yeah. So that was like 3 different sections seen for that 20 seconds build up to the breakdown, freak out. Oh, Rapid Val Power, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Or it's already been a member. Either way, thank you so much. Nope, I think someone lost power. I think Shadovic lost power. Wow. Da da da. Gonna just leave that then. I wonder how did Infinite Whisper One Eye and that they meet? I mean, it was because of Infinite that the original Diamond. It was actually Eggman and Mimic. Infinite actually had nothing to do with that. That's why we were able to make it happen. And that's not me. Like, that's in the comics. They pretty much kept Infinite out of it. Infinite had nothing to do with that. It was purely Mimic and Eggman. I don't know where Infinite was because Sega refused to use Infinite anyway. But streams with streams. Man, my head hurts now. Well, this is a video actually, but I'm kind of talking more in details about this video. I like to do a more full in-depth one later, but just thought it'd be fun to give some insight because I'm just chilling and talking right now. You have a Tangle badge. Yeah, it just means that you've been a member longer, I think. Yeah. I got different badges. But no, Infinite had nothing to do with this. Had nothing to do with what happened with her squad. That was Mimic and Eggman. Read the comics. Like, they don't mention Infinite. As far as we know, Infinite had no idea that that actually happened. So, in our lore, which it gets mentioned here in this scene, we make it that Infinite found out, but it didn't sway him to change sides, which is why he was very upset about it. It's because, as he would say, even she was enough.
All a mistake.
Zero? You okay?
I shouldn't have done this.
I also like to add on that I actually want to say that when he first recorded the freak
Wait,
out,
come back.
I actually nearly
Hero, stop.
cried because it was so
What are you talking
convincing.
about?
Joke, I'm nothing but a threat to everyone.
This part I nearly cried when we recorded this, and then I actually cried when I edit this
know
because
that?
it was so good. It was so good.
I don't think of you as a joke.
Like, very little
You're certainly
editing
not
for
weak.
this part. Just I let the moment
No.
play. No music, no nothing.
I'm not. This is not a. I am not weak, slamming my fist on
was
the
so
ground type
happy
of moment.
in that
This
comment.
is where I finally realized that I am nothing but a danger warlord.
And also, this whole freak out was in
Absolute
one take.
nothing to your friend Sonic, Shadow,
Again,
everybody you
Whispering
know.
is so
Let's face it,
good.
Whisper,
He's so
I had
fucking good.
everything I ever wanted. I had every intention to come back to you. Then Eggman comes along, decides to give me this.
Yeah, Whisper used to be
ultimate
like kind of like
power.
Tangle. I think
And
that's why she
look
really likes Tangle.
at where it got to me. I had everything I have
It's
ever
clinging on
wanted.
to who
I
she
had
used to
every
be.
intention to make you happy. But no. I had to lose everything in order for me to realize that I have lost everything. And gained I can't even think straight. I've lost so much for me to realize I had it all.
So yeah, I won't lie. In editing, I actually cried. I cried over this. Yeah, he did this in one take. This was all one take. I thought about doing. I was assuming we would have to do this in multiple takes, but he was so convincing that I was like, nah, this is it. This is it. Like I said, I nearly cried when filming this part. And then in editing, I actually cried a little bit because it was like, oh, it hits. It hits so close to home. It's so good. Because basically, I told him that this part is that, I mean, kind of like what he said. Infinite had everything. He had his squad. He had a position. Had a really good thing going before he met Eggman and got obsessed with this ultimate power and everything that happened with Shadow and him. The problem was that Infinite didn't know what he had. He didn't know that, he didn't need the Phantom Ruby to be strong. And that's something I really wanted to explore with the character, was just that it was something Infinite had to realize. And unfortunately, in the canon, he never realized, but in my channel, it's something he slowly comes to realize, is that he really, because even in the comic books, Infinite joins Eggman because he got bored of winning. He got bored of everything and just wanted something different. That's why he joined Eggman, even though his squad didn't want to. And so I wanted to explore that avenue when it came to this. It was just that Infinite realized too late that he was looking for something that he already had.
I don't even know who I am.
And then the
I
bombshell.
recognized Mimic. I found out. That's still what he sent me.
Ugh.
Even you weren't enough.
Yep. That was always part of the story, too. Yeah, we do. We do. I want to make a comic book of my own since Sega refuses to do it. I want to make one of Infinite's origins. I would love to do it and have Whispering dub it. I just gotta collect some funds because I would have to pay an artist because I can't draw. But yeah, the big bombshell was that he found out and recognized Mimic, but it was still not enough for him to change sides. Yeah.
What he sent me. Even you weren't enough.
It breaks my heart. And I let the silent play. Just a long ass silence.
And
then the music in the background.
good thing you're in a darker place.
Also,
Yeah.
all of this was done in one take. Like, we had pauses in
You definitely
between,
moved past it.
but this moment was pretty much
Because
done in one
months
take.
ago, you never would have admitted that.
That was the thing, though, too. Like, when it came to the freakout, there was, like, no pauses, no reshots in between. It was just, hey, freak out, and then he did. This moment, we had, like, a few pauses where we stopped to add things and change things, but essentially, mostly in one take.
If you can't
I
remember,
also love the music
then
I chose, which is, you can find it on YouTube.
the
It's
best
a
thing you could do
jukebox
is move
of
forward
the
and
main of
recreate
Infinite
yourself.
that I thought would
The
be a
person
really
that you
cool
wanna be.
addition to add as the background music for this part.
Oh, what?
Someone that you're happy with. As far as you knowing who Mimic was,
Oh, it's
or
so beautiful.
at what time frame, or whatever it is, none of that matters now.
But who am I to
You back
you?
then doesn't. It's simple. You're Zero.
Oh, so good. And then look, he brought his mask. Ah,
Tails told me to take it off so you could see Zero.
lovely little mask.
Oh. Oh, so you brought yours? So did I.
I'll forever hate that this was not my idea. Yeah, this was not my idea. My idea was for him to put on the mask to show Whisper that he brought the mask, despite him wanting to go in without wearing it, but he still brought it. I will forever hate myself for not coming up with the idea that she brings out her mask and puts it on, and then there's this moment where they're both wearing it. Yeah, that was her idea, not mine. And I will forever I'll forever hate myself for not coming up with it, because it was such a good idea. Alright, you have a nice one, Rappin'. But yeah, this was her idea for her to put the mask on and then have a moment where they're both wearing it.
You know,
It is a good idea!
that's the thing.
I just was not the one to come up with it.
Infinite hurt a lot of people. Captured Sonic, he almost destroyed the world. But luckily, he's not here anymore.
No. No, he's not.
And then he finally holds her hand. Yay! Also, the funny part is like when the camera goes up, that's me jumping in joy that we finished it. Because it's like they're paused, and I was just like, "Yay, we're done! Yay, that's it! I got all the shots! Yay!" Even though we would take a few more shots after this, but that was like, "Oh, we got the main part done." Honestly, I just like it.
No, he's not.
I always love the ending. I always like this. The music, they're holding hands, and they look up at each other. Ah, it's so good! Ah, so good. So good. All recorded in 4 hours and done editing in like, I think like I spent in total maybe like 8-9 hours editing this thing. Ah, it was so hard. It was so hard, but we did it. I did it. I wanted this out on the 14th, and I fucking did it, even though it fucking drained me. But I made sure to do it just for you guys. So, please, fucking watch the video if you haven't. And if you have, watch it again! Because it wore me out so much to put it out, and I just really wanted it to be perfect. Or as perfect could get. That's still adorable. It was such an adorable little strain to put together. Yeah. I'm not blaming Speed at all, but between that and work and trying to be there for his videos, it took a lot out of me. I still can't believe that it's been a little over a month, because I feel like I've been in so much already for him. And it's like, I've only been there for a little while. I think he's going to go, he said he mentioned about something going live tonight. I'm not going to stream it, but I'm going to see if I can be a part of his stream. Let's see. Yeah, because I was part of this, because I didn't stream it, but I joined. I was somewhat a part of this. Not really, but I was there. This was what I was excited for. Being there for the Sonic Spin Dash. I was so excited to be a part of that. I think I made a small appearance here. It was either that one or this one. I was here for a small moment here. I don't know about this one. Small appearance here. I was here for this one. I was here for most of these. I think I was here for this one. Oh, I know I was here for this one because I think this is when Gotta Go Fast was in it. And then I was this one, which was my first live stream being a part of it. And then this was the technical debut of me, which was this one. Because this one's the one we actually planned. This one I just popped in for like an hour. And then in terms of the videos, I think it's just these two I have been in. Well, actually 3, because I was in this one. But that was before I would officially get the role, because I was not a part of the team yet for this one. I was just asked to do a line for the role. These two, it was when I was on it. Which, very well done videos, especially with how much short time we had. I think we're still about to, we recorded a scene for the honeymoon. We still gotta film the rest of it. I remember that Minecraft stream, you went after a Silk a Doom while he was chasing Heckman Low. Honestly, I just was, I don't even know. I was just like going everywhere. Doing my own little thing. This was the one I was really excited for, was the Spin Dash radio, because I wanted to be a part of it so bad, and I was so excited to finally be a part of it. I also love the photo, too. I need to get that Ponchu on my models, on my actual Tangle model, because I really like the Ponchu. I think I can get Mel to add it. Oh. It's just actually really crazy. I'm still like coming to grips with them. But you know what? It's all good. Also, I'm also obsessed with the I like this thumbnail. Just me and Sonic just jamming out. No. So, I like it. I like it. I wonder. Yeah, she's still doing her stream. I do like her new model. One day I'll be able to join her in the realm of being able to do this full time. But I can do it more often now because, thankfully, you know, with me doing the DoorDash, I can pretty much just work whenever I want and do this whenever I want. So, it's all good here in the realm of fun. Yeah. But, you know, nothing really much else to say. Just kind of wanted to talk and chill for a couple hours. Not really much more else. I think we'll call it there. Like I said, not really much else. I just want to talk and chill. Just catch up on some stuff. Explain to you guys how I'm doing and all. Nothing really exciting. But yeah, I think I know Skulls is streaming right now if you want to go check her out. And Speed should be hopefully streaming a few hours and I'll probably be there as Tangle. We'll see. I'll see how I'm up to it. Most likely I will be there. But anyways, thanks for joining. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I post and stream as often as I can. And you can find all my friends in the link in the description below. And yeah. It was, like I said, just something chill. Sometimes you just gotta chill and chat and not do anything too much. You know? Just gotta take some things slow. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. Thought I could give a little update on, you know, how life is going and how things are, and I'm doing alright. You know, I did suffer some things. Got stuck in wet grass yesterday. Got a popped tire. Fixed both of them and was able to continue on. There were some tears. A lot of tears. But overall, I'm okay. It's, we'll get better. Funds are all over the place. So, memberships and ad revenue and watching all these videos do help a lot, especially during this time. But we're just taking it one day at a time. Yeah. But thank you guys. And as always, till next time. Bye-bye. 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 I hope this stream wasn't, like, boring. Just kind of a relaxing thing. Again, I really show off how much I care because I just can't just... I know you guys, like, don't mind, but it's like, I don't know. Alright, thank you, till next time, bye-bye.